Aries, how you doing? Hope you're all doing well. My name's Clive. You're watching Emrys Tarot. Thank you for joining me. And if you see this to the end of the video and like it, please feel free to contact me on the email in the description box below. If you can't see it, just click the more button. I'd be more than happy to drop you all the information regarding a personal reading. Yeah, it's great to be here. It's fabulous. So, without further ado, let's see what's going on for the sign of Aries. Straight off the bat, Aries, I'm feeling here that things are changing for you. The change generally is in a good direction with your energy. Okay. But I'm kind of getting there is like a spiritual, emotional, or maybe for some of you, a monetary sacrifice here. I'm getting these words give and take, compromising. So without enough of that, let's see what's going on for the sign of Aries. Choices, choices, choices. New person. Wow. Has potential with that Ace of Cups. Whatever your situation, whatever their situation, there is feeling here. Okay, the question is whether to take it further. For a lot of you, this is a complicated situation because other people are involved, or there's work involved, or there's distance involved. But there is options there. With the kind of advice with this Seven of Cups is, you might have to reconsider your options. It's also a bit of self-reflection. As tempting as it is, you know, the practicalities are very prominent here. Okay. For some of you, the logistics of the thing, right, it's a question of considering your options on, okay, if you go forward with this, how are you actually going to make it work on the practical sense? Especially if there's distance, especially if you're bound by contracts, okay, in work or in relationships, you could be married, right? the whole consideration of the logistics. It is a tempting thing, though. It's going to take an awful lot of strength and willpower to follow this one through. It's it's all cup energy, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Don't worry if you're not dealing with one of those signs. It's just that energy, very fluidic. Everything's like moving around, very fluidic. Nothing's set here. There is some trust issues here, which, even if this is brand new for you, there's trust issues from a past relationship interfering decisions in this one. Okay, now you've got a lot of water energy, now you've got a lot of sword energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So the conscious thought here is how to leave the present situation with as little disruption as possible. You don't want to rock the boat any more than you need to. I'm kind of getting that this opportunity, this direction is being kept to yourself at the moment. Wow. You're not ready to tell the world. You're not ready to broadcast this. I mean, what's happened in the past here? Well, bringing things to a conclusion. I'm getting for some of you, this is the return of a situation, past person, it could be an ex or just a family member or the same old argument, or a situation in work that just keeps coming round. Something you instigated. I don't know what you did, but you did something here. Okay, tried to build a situation, it didn't work. There was kind of a lot of regrets. It was on getting this kind of message. Well, you know, it's feelings and the wanting are not the problem, but it's the logistics of the thing. Somebody here struggled to let go of a situation. There was regrets here. It was like wrong time in wrong place, wrong time. You did learn a lot from this experience, though, in the past. What I'm getting for one or two of you, in fact, more than one or two of you, is you lost a relationship and now you're gaining a brand new one. Yee, bravo. What do we got in the conscious energy? What's kind of approaching you? Stepping outside that comfort zone. Somebody here has a problem, okay, with the logistics, perhaps with legal issues. As I say, you could be dealing with distance, marriage, whatever. But somebody here is kind of like, there's this trying to be fair, trying to take everything into consideration. But the Eight of Cups to me is not only it's a lot of water energy here, a lot of very fluidic energy. It's changing all the time, very quickly. It's like this opportunity, this relationship. There's kind of at the moment, it's there's not any real substance to it. And what I mean by that, in the practical sense, where money's been considered, distance, the legalities if you're going to another country, visas, all that sort of thing. It's it's kind of not short on emotions, but it's like everything's in the thinking stage now, not actually doing anything. I'm getting there's a lot of conflict going on with the person you're dealing with and you. It's like you're mirroring each other here. But a decision is coming into your life, and however comfortable you actually feel in your situation, it's the energy here of having to step outside your comfort zone. King of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Somebody could want you to stay, but it would seem here pleas are being ignored. There's a separation here. One thing it has caused you to do is reconsider yourself, your situation, and the people around you directly involving you. Wow, I'm getting a dry throat, excuse me. You like my cup? Got a good rooster here. In the Chinese calendar, I am a rooster. Just a bit of useless information there for you. Hmm. Somebody's plea being ignored. The heart wants what it wants. As time goes on, this regret is diminishing. There's more practical. It's going from emotional to practical. In fact, you being very, very practical. Well, it would seem you're going to make this work somehow. mm. Yeah. Yeah, there's success there for the bidding, a lot of temptation. But the flip side is, like I said at the beginning of the reading, there's a sacrifice here, there's a letting go of somebody, there's overcoming conflict here. Some of you could be dealing with a soulmate. The pull's just too strong. Yeah. Whatever the situation, marriages, long term relationships, contracts at work, It's kind of like pulling out all the stops. Well, you're certainly very determined. They're under a lot of pressure, but they're very determined. Like I say, this is not short on feelings for each other. It's the logistics things. I mean, this person may have promised you things. Okay, it's not to say that they're not going to keep them. It's they're a lot harder to accomplish the promises than was first anticipated. Lovers, King of Swords. It's going to take some logical thinking, some logical organising, with this is not emotional decisions. And with this King of Swords and this Justice card here, there is legal issues binding you or this person you're dealing with, or both of you, to something that's, like I say, very difficult to achieve, but not unachievable. It's a question of being logical, intuitive, methodical, and decision made on experience. But once you've got your independence, once they've got their independence, there is a special relationship here forming. But it's going to take a lot of work. Pentacle energies, like I say, the magistical, the logistics of the thing, not magistical. Well, it is majestic in a way. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. So, my regular viewers will already know I do not flower my readings. Take my word for it. This is going to involve a lot of work. The work's not done. In fact, the work's only just beginning if you want this to work on a practical level. I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything's all going to be hunky-dory. It's going to have its flat spots. It's going to have its difficulties here. But there's something here that you're willing to fight for, and so are they. And it is achievable. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of getting you'll both keep your independence for a while and then probably later on consider committing, but not at the minute, especially if one or both of you is coming out of a commitment. Last thing you want is another kind of full-time commitment. It's kind of like it's easing into a new lifestyle for one thing. That's it for now. Bye bye.